video, I'd like to take you through an exercise called the rollback. Now, you don't actually need any equipment in order to start with this exercise, but I do find it really useful to use one of the small little 7-inch inflatable balls and my resistance band, really to just give me points of focus to make sure that I'm keeping my body aligned through the exercise. So if you do have those pieces of equipment, I'd recommend using them. And I'm just going to show you this exercise in 3 different variations for beginners, intermediates and more advanced students. And then I'll just show myself in a different position so that you can see the exercise from 2 different perspectives. So this is option 1 for you. I'm going to show you from the side first. So I want to place my feet and my knees hip distance apart from each other with about a 90-degree angle on the leg, and I'm then going to place the ball between my knees. I'm then going to take my resistance band and just hold it out ahead of me, and my wrists are in line with my shoulders, so the band is just helping me to achieve that distance. You don't need to apply any pressure to the band. So from here, option 1, back up to the top. So if I just show you that from a forward-facing perspective, you can now really see the position of my feet there, or at least my legs and my knees at hip distance, and you can also see that I'm holding my hands in line with the band. So again, just watch what my knees are doing now. And rolling up to the top. So what we're doing in this exercise is really mobilizing your lumbar spine just with that very small little roll back, not too far. You're focusing on keeping your shoulders back and down in the body and keeping the knees and ankles at hip distance. Now you can just hold the ball passively, or if you'd like to work the inner thighs a little bit more, try to actively squeeze the ball with your knees as you roll down on the exhalation. As you inhale and hold at the bottom, you can pause slightly, release the pressure on the ball, and again, when you roll back up, try to apply a little bit of pressure and just feel those inner thighs working, and just make sure you're keeping your feet flat down on the ground. So let's show you option 2 if you'd like to challenge yourself a little bit more today. So all the same set-up positions here, but we're just going to roll back a little bit further this time. And back up to the top again. So you're just mobilizing a little bit more of your spine by rolling down, and the core muscles have now got to work quite a bit harder, because the lower you roll down, the slower you're moving, the longer it takes, but also the more effort required to control that upward movement. Okay, so I'm just going to show you your 3rd and final option now. So again, the same setup position. You've still got the option to apply pressure on the ball. We're still trying to keep our toes connected to the ground, and we want to start and finish in a nice upright position with the shoulder blades back and down. So here comes your 3rd option. And back down again. So you can see that the options are very similar. But how far down you go and whether you choose to lift that leg are going to make the exercise progressively more difficult. So a great exercise for your spinal mobility, particularly lumbar spine mobility. Really great for working the core as well, and you can get the legs working very hard in this exercise. And you've got to think about that upper body posture all the way through. As you go down lower, the temptation is to start to hunch, so be really aware of that in this exercise. I think this is a really tough one. We find it quite difficult in our classes, especially when you're moving nice and slowly. So I would start with 4 repetitions or 6, and then you could slowly build up and potentially take yourself to 12 repetitions in that most difficult option once you get there. So I hope you enjoy that exercise. I'm sure you're going to find it really beneficial for core strengthening, and leave your comments below for us, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.